morning, participants. Our resource person has joined us. So let me introduce Ms. Shipra Singh to all of you. With the experience of more than a decade in corporate sector and work experience of 4 years in education sector, she has trained more than 2,000 students who are now well established in renowned companies all over the world. With expertise in topic like confidence building, resilience has helped her lives of many people. As a sportsperson by heart and soul, she believed it is essential to devote time to exercise on daily to ensure fit body, sound mind, and serenity in soul. The quest of making differences in society, living life of her dreams, led her to creation of her own ventures. She believed to bring change through her business by involving able to yet underutilized female to work and earn by being employed at Chokemore Corporate Gifting Solutions. Through her sensible sapient platform, she strives to bring change in people's daily thought process. The objective is to maintain the positivity and motivation in the society and universe as a whole. She truly believes that children belonging to underprivileged section of society have immense talent, especially when it comes to physical activity. So she is working towards the betterment of these children through training them in different sports like basketball, athletes, table tennis, yoga, etc. So that the strong foundation can be built for nation in terms of sports performance at Olympic level. A national basketball player, ex-captain of senior women basketball team, international cyclist, certified sports nutritionist, she truly believes and practice daily exercise routine. So I heartily welcome to you, Shipra ma'am. It's a great privilege for us that we are going to listen you.
Thank you, Shalini ma'am, and a very good evening to all. I would rather say respected colleagues, because I truly believe that we all are, irrespective of our age and experience, we should be respecting each other. So that is how it comes from me. And I sincerely apologize for a little delay in starting my session. Obviously, technical things we cannot, control. So I would rather start with sharing or directly with the PPT or the presentation which I have to give today in terms of with the topic of developing assertiveness and confidence. To start with, what we this session, I believe the faculty development program is not only to seek growth and development for ourselves, but also to revisit our past performances, or you can say how we have been proceeding in our lives, in our work lives, in our family lives, in terms of our most useful traits and skills. So this particular session, which says that how do we develop our assertiveness and confidence, is all about also revisiting and strengthening our belief, the concept of assertiveness and confidence. So the way forward for this session is very simple, as I truly believe that time is precious, and I know that with the start of this session, I have not been able to stand by this statement, but I completely believe exceptions are always there, but I would not give an excuse about it. So time is precious, and without wasting further time, I would quickly brief you that how we are going to conduct this session. So understanding assertiveness will take time period of say 35 or 40 minutes, and then we'll take a small break. And after that, we'll jump to the concept of confidence and how do we work on building our confidence, and then we can have some discussion or question round if any. So, yeah. So what do we understand about assertiveness? Being assertive means presenting yourself, not accepting exactly what has been told to you, also not forcing yourself on others or the belief of others just to make your own belief or understanding acceptable to others. So assertiveness, I would rather say, is a midway wherein the solutions of things and understandings become easier. Okay, you are able to handle situations successfully, you are able to turn the situations in your favor if you are assertive, right? It's a balance. So it's a bridging, it's a bridge rather, being passive or aggressive. Not neither passive is good nor aggressive is good. So assertive is always an assertive person is always welcome and always respected by people of all age groups and from all sects of society. So we'll next move to the another group. Yeah. So what can be the barriers? What can be the barriers of assertiveness? If we talk about the barriers of assertiveness, we'll go further and see low self-esteem. Why are we not assertive? Why a person cannot be assertive? Why? Maybe because that person doesn't feel, good inside. That person doesn't feel valued inside. That the person doesn't feel that no, I cannot be, demanding my needs. I cannot be asking for my wants. I cannot establish that my existence matters. So if the person who has a low self-esteem, who cannot stand for herself or himself, can never stand for others. Assertiveness is, the sum up of things we do for the collective good. Okay, not for the own. Assertiveness doesn't mean that we are selfish. It doesn't mean that if you're telling someone, if you're wanting, if you're demanding something, then it is always for the greater good, for the good of the group in the organization, group as in the collective common group acceptable by the society, not the group which we make a closed group. So low self-esteem can be a very, very big barrier in terms of being assertiveness. So it is very important that we have to overcome this barrier, which is very simple. We will have to believe that we are different. Okay, we do not follow others, we do not copy others, but we are different. And in practice of doing that, it becomes very important that we remember that unless and until we respect and value ourselves, others will not respect and value our words. So how it becomes important to uplift your self-esteem, to become assertive. So for the next slide. So load of responsibilities. What happens that it's not that assertiveness is something which is easy to uh, धारण कर लेना उसको, just to grab it on your shoulders and go ahead and talk about your rights and your beliefs and establishing what is right and dethroning what is not right. So load of responsibilities in terms of family, profession, family that we have, we cannot be assertive. It's also a kind of fear, the fear of losing the job. At times, assertiveness is not welcome by many organizations, especially those who believe that they are the sole decision maker. They do not involve the middle or the lower management in making decisions. So they do not appreciate assertive behavior of people, of the managers or the employees who are actually thriving to bring a great difference in their work culture. So that can be, so that generates fear. So this fear obviously stops you from putting in your viewpoint, stating that this is not right, this cannot be done, this is not going as per the standards or the general understanding or acceptability of people. So obviously you fear of the expectations your family make in terms of performing well in your professional life and growing up the ladder and fulfilling their dreams. Then obviously the professional fear of if you do it, your bosses might not like it. Also you fear that it doesn't happen, that oh, I am so fearful, or what if I be a little more assertive. There is nothing like little more assertive or little less assertive. I believe it is about balanced thing. Assertiveness itself is balanced. So more or less concept, I believe, doesn't exist. So you have to practice assertiveness. You have to overcome this fear. Then the perception, people, what will people think that oh, I am growing up as a leader. Oh, he has come up. See, he will speak. Don't worry about what people will say or what they expect out of you. If you are a person who remains reserved, so don't think that people will say ki, what is his or her need of speaking. He or she doesn't speak much. So that's the perception which is which people have generated for you, have created for you over the time period. But that should not stop you from practicing assertiveness, standing up for what is right and bringing change. So that is assertiveness. Also, standing up for what is wrong. So, these things go in. Also, then your personal own dreams. If you fear of being assertive, that if I'll be assertive, I might lose my job, I might lose the confidence of my fellow colleagues in me, they might not welcome my this behavior. Because assertive people, as I've earlier told you, that accepting those assertive leaders or good people is not everybody's cup of tea. So this load of responsibilities and the fear stops you from practicing assertiveness. Moving to the next slide. Stress. When our mind is not free, when we are our mind, our thinking process, our cognitive ability is you know fogged up, is uh, surrounded by the clouds of various tensions and stress all around. Like maybe it is related to our not being well, it is related to our issues in the workplace, maybe it is related to family issues. Then these kind of stress, and then stress of work, stress of performing, stress of giving results. So these kind of stresses results in not focusing. For being to be assertive, to practice assertiveness, it is very, very important that you should focus on the agenda, focus on the overall situation. Then only you can come up and speak what is right, what is wrong, what should be done in order to change the situation in a favorable manner. So stress becomes another very important factor in not being not letting you practice assertiveness. Yeah. Past experiences. Now, what happens that, say, for example, if a person who is very the esteem is good, he or let's take Mr. X. Okay, he is not low in self-esteem, he is good. Okay, he can understand the situation and he balances the situation, he stands up for the rights and also raises his voice if something wrong happens. So but he has practiced assertiveness in his workplace, he has also practiced assertiveness in his family matters, relationships. But due to some or the other reasons, maybe he has not expressed it, his body language has not supported his assertiveness, his acceptability of his assertiveness was not good. He did not, the result of his assertiveness was not favorable. So that became a reason that he thought that, oh my God, I was told that assertiveness is such a good thing and that can bring in positive change, that can help me uplift my, righteousness and confidence, and can help me in my growth and development. But then, due to the fear or due to the results which has happened, and as has come up as his experience, bad experience of practicing assertiveness, so he left, or he chose not to be assertive and just accept whatever comes our way and take it and move further without thinking that if I do not stop it here, say for example, if he says if he sees that in his workplace a person, Mr. Y, is not being punctual, is not disciplined, is ruining of his property, and things like that, which in a way will also fall under his responsibility. That if this person was doing so, if Mr. Y was not, walking in line with the principles and policies of the company, why did not you, Mr. X, come up and speak? So that becomes a problem. So he will stop doing it. And when he will stop doing it, in future, he will again face consequences. So it is very important that, when you practice assertiveness, it becomes very important to balance it with your body language, with your gestures, and the choice of words. So past experience can be another very important barrier in terms of practicing assertiveness. Next, please. Now, personality traits. People, as I said, that introvert people, those who don't speak much, you people know what introvert people, how they behave. It doesn't mean that they are not sharp. They are very sharp, very intelligent, very clever in terms of understanding the situation, the hidden agendas, but they don't speak up. So such kind of personality, what use is such intelligence, such belief, and such knowledge when you are not able to put it in the good, in a greater good, in the cause of bringing positive and a greater change. So that kind of personality traits, many people have very outgoing personality, so that is also not acceptable. Coming out and being assertive in every situation is also not recommended. So personality, there has to be a balance. One has to a very poised personality. People, those who understand the situation, study it, analyze it, and then speak with the chosen words. So that kind of personality trait is goes well with being with the assertiveness concept. But these number of these people are not as much in our society. If we talk about the number of people, those who wish to stay quiet in whatever given situations, there are ample of examples. You all know, we see news every day, we come across a lot of social media updates. So we don't speak up, and when we speak up over and above. I would not be quoting the names or a particular incident, but of late that become a national news. If we talk about the Lucknow city, so something happened on the traffic light area in Lucknow, Alambagh area. So the female was, demand, except wanting your needs and asking for your rights in a wrong way is not assertiveness. That such behavior crosses the boundaries of aggressiveness rather. So that is also not acceptable, and the behavior of the male uh, member in the event is also not acceptable. That example truly doesn't fit in here, but I am just trying to make you understand the personality traits of two people in a given situation. So both the personality traits doesn't work in extreme situations. See, assertiveness is best tested in extreme situations, or in a situations in which others don't have the guts, enough guts to come up and speak. So this is how personality trait helps is becomes the barrier. Now, when we say we want to become assertive, how do we become assertive? What all things we need to do to become assertive? We need to value ourselves and our rights. We need to speak. See, the self-esteem is very important. We have to stay on that slide, ma'am. Thank you. How do we value ourselves? If I hope this is an interactive session. If I can go ahead and throw in a question.
Yes, ma'am, you can go.
Yeah. Can I have some kind of input from people that, the participants, the respected participants, that What do you believe that valuing yourself and asking for your rights actually mean?
And can I?
Sure, ma'am, please.
Yeah. Myself, Dr. Koili ma'am from Chittinar Academy of Research and Education, Chennai.
Wow.
Actually, value yourself means first you should know, compared to your peers, what is your position. And you have to be very much truthful for your judgment. You should not boast yourself or you could not bring yourself down. So that is the first thing. And you should appreciate yourself that yes, I am doing this, I'm doing good, and I can do better, and I should be with all my peers, means like that. I cannot put someone down and then grow up. Yeah, let them grow.
Absolutely.
I am also
Yeah.
good. So I
Yes,
think that is.
absolutely. This is a perfect thing which someone can put forward in terms of valuing yourself. Valuing
You need
yourself,
to you need to respect yourself, be compassionate, and you should be respecting others as well.
yes, absolutely right, sir. Perfect. So, as ma'am, Koili ma'am, and sir has just spoken that having compassion, respecting others, not putting them down, and stepping on their head and raising yourself or elevating yourself, that is not valuing. Valuing is having compassion, as these people said, and helping others to grow when you are growing in the path. So, when such kind of values are within you, okay, growing within you, have rooted within you, then only you understand the actual meaning of assertiveness. So assertiveness is, you can say, very has a very close relation with your self-esteem, your own value. Unless and until you feel important, that, see, the first barrier was low self-esteem. So how do you overcome? Obviously by raising your self-esteem. So unless and until you respect yourself, you have the values of judging the situation, or interpreting, rather interpreting the situation, that this should have been done in this manner, this is not right, this is the general practice all over the world, acceptable by everyone. If this particular act in my office is not happening, if the females are not giving the are not given the due facilities, then this is not right, it should happen, I should raise my voice. Today it's her, tomorrow it can be me, day after tomorrow it can be some other people, other female that can be in very much need of or want of, or that can stop her in performing. So it is very important for all of us to understand that listening to our values and practicing and bringing our values in our workplace in tandem with the defined line of how we have to perform in our workplace. I'll just quickly quote one example. If you, many of you might have heard of Sheryl Sandberg. She is the very renowned author of Lean In. It's a book. She says that this book is not about the female empowerment. This book is also not about raising the female voice. This book is about understanding the values and the beliefs of female, how they undermine it, and how they have to strike a balance, not overpowering also the male part of the society, but strike a balance, respect their selves, and bring in the change in the overall corporate industry or the work section, working section of the society. So there was an incident she quoted in her book that so this is how she showed assertiveness. So she was expecting a child, and there was in US. She was working in Google then, way back in 1995. So she was expecting a child. She was 6 months pregnant, and she was having a lot of problem because the parking lot was far away from the entrance gate. So she had to park her vehicle and walk quite a distance to reach the office. So one day happened, 2 day or months passed, and then suddenly she came. She just barged in the office of the CEOs, the Sergey Brin and Larry Page. So she told that, see, this is not happening, and you have to come up with a dedicated parking for pregnant working females. So they said, okay, this will be done. So she barged in, I said, but she came in and she politely and firmly, polite and firm. There, not being completely polite and not also being only firm will not work. You have to, bring in the balance. So she came to them and then she said that this has to be done. They completely and quickly accepted the proposal, and the from next day onwards this happened. So she said that this might, when it came to me, then I felt that this need was so important. Then this was such a great difficulty, and since she was at a position, she was technical head of the company way back in 1995. She was at a position that she could speak. She said that what about the females? There have been a lot of females, those who have worked in our organization and have been in this situation, but they did not raise their voice. So she was talking in terms of being assertive and also, bringing up your leadership skills when the situations demand. So she knew that this can be this act of her can put off her bosses, and she might face consequences. But then there comes the situation where we have to, as I said, that interpret and understand that what is more important, right? It is not always that you should, you know, speak when it is important. You should speak when it is, you see that situation is wrong. You should speak when you see that situation demands you to speak. So that capability comes only when you practice it in your daily life. So this is how your value system and your rights help you to become assertive. Next slide, please, ma'am. So give voice to your needs and demands. Uh, Another example, since I have read this book very recently and I am so influenced, and that book I would also like to give my humble suggestion to all the people in this workshop, irrespective of the gender, male or female, should go ahead and read that book. It's Lean In, Lean, Lean In. It's also available on Audible. So that book is really, really nice. That has cleared a lot of concepts in my brain and in my personality. So it becomes very important. So she went, another example from that book. Uh, she joined Facebook in her later career in 2000s, and there was a meeting which was organized in Dubai in 2004 or 5 year it would have been. She went there and then they sat for the meeting. The meeting went for like the meeting was a 1 hour, but it somehow extended how meetings extend. So she asked one of the hosts that, can I use washroom? So he was stunned. And now all females would understand that what I am actually going to speak next. She said that, what is wrong? I mean, I would just want to go and freshen up. So he said, we do not have a female washroom, and that office was working or has been in existence since a decade, since 10 years of its formation, of its conception. That office did not have a female washroom. She asked the person, she said that, since you have started this office, there has no female which has worked in here. He said, no, females have worked. They have come for meetings, but nobody raised this question. So it was not, it did not cross our mind. So situations can be insensitive. I would not say that people become insensitive. Situations become insensitive, as I said, that unless and until it falls on you, it actually falls on you, you will not, understand the situation in its real terms. So giving voice, so she obviously she raised this issue in the meeting. The meeting agenda was something else, but then she believed that this is the place. If I will speak up here in between, then only this particular thing is going to make a difference. So she took an excuse and raised her voice. She said that I have encountered a problem, and this is not a problem which is individual. This is a very general problem, and this has to be addressed. So this is how you can, raise your voice and demand things. Tell people that this is your need. This is how it will affect your performance. If this doesn't happen, that it will affect the overall performance of the organization, because it is affecting the performance of 50% of your workforce. I believe that females are definitely 50%, even if the numbers are less, but they are 50% of the workforce. And in tandem with the, going ahead with the male colleagues, with the help and the support of male colleagues. So giving voice to your needs and demands become very important, but very confidently. You have to be sure about the facts. You just cannot come up and speak. For example, she knew, Cheryl knew that there is no parking lot for females, right? There is no washroom for females in the entire building. So you have to do the fact check, and then only you can go ahead and tell people that this is required, this is not required. Yeah, moving to next slide, please. So do not control other people's behavior. As Koili ma'am very rightly said that in when we were discussing about the values and rights, that putting someone down and then moving ahead doesn't count in the value system first, and also will not lead you to practice assertiveness effectively. Practicing assertiveness effectively is the key. Okay, I can practice assertiveness, I can become the voice of someone and the people all around, but what positive change it is bringing in, that matters. So when we control other people's behavior, it becomes almost impossible to bring in the desired change, desired favorable change. So controlling others people behavior will not help you practice assertiveness. If you say that, okay, I want to make this demand, if obviously I want to raise this demand. See, you collected the people in the office, and say for example the washroom situation, if we take, she goes to the the board members and says that see, there is no washroom in this situation, and in the entire building, and this is not working. We cannot work like this, and this is so creating discomfort in the work environment. But she knew that others also have a voice, and they are saying that there is a facility available, but then maybe she wanted to have her voice, and she wanted to force herself on others and show that I am a true leader. So that is also not good, because firstly you are pressing the fact, and then you are also not letting other people participate and other people come in and be the part of the actual cause. So controlling other people's behavior and the behavior of your colleagues, behavior in your family or your friends will not help you being assertive, because that will not give you the desired result. Okay, the favorable outcome, that will not give you the favorable outcome. So that is how you should avoid this. This is what you should completely avoid, because this is a trait of a true leader, that a true person with right values and beliefs, that he or she take others along and listen to them and practice compassion with them, and then come out with a common point which needs to be addressed. So this is how this works. Next slide, please, ma'am. So expressing yourself in a positive way, what does it say? It is very simple, so self-explanatory. When we wear a positive aura, we wear a positive attitude within and without, with the outer self, then only the desired change of our practicing assertiveness comes. Okay, so what happens that when you come up with a situation and do not speak in a right manner, the choice of words is not right. If you're saying things are right, okay, you have come up with a valid problem. You are also giving a situation, but the attitude, the body language is not in tandem with what you are actually thinking in your brain. This will not happen, right? Then the your belief or your concept of understanding and practicing assertiveness completely fails. So expressing yourself in a positive manner, demanding your things. For example, I'll just quote, I read another book of this female mountaineer. Uh, um, she, Anuradha, her name is Anuradha ma'am. She lost, you all might have heard about her. She lost her leg in a train accident, and then she later in her life she practiced and she climbed Mount Everest with amputated leg. So after doing so, or sorry, during the course of doing so, she faced lot of challenges, because obviously climbing Mount Everest is not only about the willpower. Definitely you need equipment and financial assistance. So she see, now the situations were very difficult for her. There are a lot of people, those who are more needy in terms of financial help. Okay.
Ma'am, beg your pardon. Her name was Anuradha Sinha, I think.
Anuradha Sinha. Yeah, I did not take the surname, sir. Thank you so much for adding in Anuradha Sinha. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. So Anuradha Sinha, I respect her. Okay. Because the zeal, the commitment, the assertiveness trait, the confidence she had shown all her life. So now she went to the chief minister, then chief minister, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, and then she said that, sir, this is my dream, and this is all has happened with me. I want to leave this in my past and move forward, and this is what I want to do to bring in the establish practice that nothing can stop you. Okay, no matter what happens with you, you are going to achieve what you have been dreaming all through your years. Or if something unexpectedly and highly unexpectedly wrong has happened, then also you can make change and bring change in your own life and life of others in a very progressive manner. So chief minister, sir, told her, okay, financial assistance would be given, but that was the meeting which has happened. He assured her that, okay, we will be supporting you. But then in between, there were a lot of problems. People raise questions. See, there are this much fund we cannot provide. There are a lot of. So she very politely and in a very positive and confident way told the authorities, say, sir, if you are not going to help me, I am going to climb Mount Everest. That is for sure. Okay, then that achievement of mine will be linked with the support of somebody else. But if you are going to support me, then definitely my achievement and my success will be the achievement and success of you, your beliefs, and your value system. So she expressed herself confidently. She was positive that she is going to achieve what she has been working on, what she has been dreaming of. So expressing yourself confidently, positively, with your body language, with your mind and heart open to counter questions and conflicting questions and critics, then only you are said to be actually practicing assertiveness. Next slide, ma'am. Open to criticism. So when we are not open, when see assertiveness, as we have already been discussing this statement, that putting your value system of beliefs and forcing your understanding on others, and then quoting your statement is not assertive. First, let others also speak, and then be ready to be criticized. Okay. Um, if you are not working with open mind, if you are not working with your senses active, okay, in a given situation or in normal life, then it is not possible for you to grow up or to go up in the ladder, okay, because it is very, very important. Critics is unavoidable. You cannot you cannot jump over criticism. It is unavoidable, completely unavoidable. Be it, see, I run like my or cycle 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, as with God's grace, has become a normal distance for me when it comes to cycling. That becomes a normal practice. When I go for a run, I run for 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers. That has become a very normal practice for me or for anybody. I am in my community here in Lucknow and all over India. This is what I'm quoting is negligible rather. People run for what all distances, they do what all things to remain fit, they practice discipline, they practice their nutrition and diet and things with so much discipline that my share doesn't stand very strongly with others, but I do not compete with others, I compete with myself. So now, the people, those who are not into the sports and not into fitness so much, they say, "Oh, why are you not eating? You should eat. You should eat extra. You run so much." No, if I run so much or if I do so much of workout, that doesn't mean that I should eat 5 chapatis in a meal. I cannot. My the family people, they rather say, but at times they say it in a very critical manner. The compassion is overtaken by the criticism. Why this is not done, you are ruining yourself. And then others, those who are envious, they will say ki, no, your decision is not right, you should not be doing this much of workout, or this will not help you, and blah blah blah. So this becomes, but I don't blindly shut them, or I don't blindly accept it. Okay, accept there. Don't blindly either accept the criticism or do not blindly shut the criticism. Okay, you have to take it, analyze it, understand that. Okay, now for example, if my grandmother says that you should have 5 chapatis in a meal, then I have to understand that particular situation, that if I have ran a half marathon, okay, like 21 kilometers or 21.21 kilometers, 2 kilometers, then I need to reload carbs. I need to have a lot of nutritious food. I need to reload protein in my diet. I need to reload a lot of carbs, because carb will generate instant energy, and my body to do the further work in the left for the entire day needs a lot of energy, and that instant energy can be generated only with the help of carbs, quick energy. Okay, so then that becomes important. Okay, I can have, if not 5, I can have 4 chapatis and some dal and some rice, or whatever meal is there. So analyzing the situation. No, 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 I cannot eat 5 chapatis. How can I eat 5 chapatis? That is not my nutrition. No. What is the demand that we have to? What is the demand of time, the situation that we have to analyze? So accept it. Accept the criticism. If somebody in your office is saying that you go and talk about that there is no latch in the female washroom, and I should bring up this issue to my boss or to the HR department. Others are saying, what is the need? Let it be. We are happily doing it. There is no problem. And when you go to HR, you says, no, no, this is legit problem and this has to be solved. You go to the HR and HR says, you go and use some other washroom. They might criticize your idea. They might not accept it. Okay. At that point, I would rather say, if I would have been in that situation, then I would say ki going to other washroom, maybe even in the same building, will deteriorate my performance in terms of being sound and being focused in my work. Okay, traveling or climbing few stairs is not a problem, but then you will completely relate with me. Even and it is also not a question of comfort zone. These kind of little inconveniences, negligible inconveniences, others might say, but this for me is a very, very, it's a great issue of inconvenience, that something of need, a small act of putting in a latch cannot be done, but an employee can be asked to climb few stairs during a session or, between two sessions and just go and meet the natural call and come back. So these are the challenges which I have actually faced in my workplace in past. So this is what I believe that then I directly, HR did not pay heed to it. I went to the maintenance department. I did not worry about the consequences because I was not demanding anything illegitimate. Okay, I was not demanding anything which was for my personal benefit. I was just bringing in a very valid question that the latch should be there, and that is how it was. These examples are very simple. My idea of bringing in any session or talking to someone and discussing on a particular issue remains very simple, so that the concept should be understood. The idea is to understand the concept. So open to criticism. So my HR said that this cannot be done. You go to okay, or it will take another 2-3 days. I stood. I stood with my viewpoint, and the same moment I went to the maintenance department, and the issue was resolved within 10-15 minutes or half an hour or so. So you have to accept the criticism. Do not speak unless until it is required. If the HR did not agree with me, that doesn't mean that I will lash out or I will create a ruckus out of it. No, okay, move ahead and climb up the ladder and speak to someone who is directly responsible, who can directly solve your problem, okay, who also comes in the line of protocol. So balancing and analyzing things and situations and statements and quotations, you have to decide and practice assertiveness. Next slide, please, ma'am. Yeah, learn to say no. A lot of books on this, and a lot of people. This concept has come up in practice since last, I would say, 5-6 years, or roughly a decade. But these years, these nowadays, the concept or the belief of not saying yes to every situation is taking good footage. So it is very important to learn to say no. As I said that you cannot come up and speak up for every situation. You cannot speak up for or you cannot lead the every situation, or you cannot even say okay, I will think about it. When you say I will think about it, you are giving hope to someone. So be very specific in your answer, especially when it comes to workplace. People generally believe, with all due respect and deep respect to all the colleagues in your respected faculty members and seniors, uh, not involving too much and just letting it the way it is will not take you far. Don't think about this particular organization. Your career doesn't bind you, or your career cannot be chained in one organization. It's your life, it's your career. You have to focus on your the entire span of 40-50 years, 60 years. So think in that purview, think in that with that view. Because what happens when you are little distraction, sorry. So what happens when you do not focus, and then you accept the situation, then it becomes very difficult for you to actually practice assertiveness. So learning to say no becomes very, very important. You have to, you cannot agree on every situation. You have to analyze. And if you think that, no, this is not acceptable, and I think this is not this is not going to, bring in the change, the positive modification which we want at this moment, then you can directly say no. That no, see, I don't want to get involved in it. This is not the right time. This is not the right situation. If, or rather, I would also not suggest you people. You can also bring in your viewpoint in suggesting people. See, assertiveness is a very, very important trait of leadership. So yeah, I was there that when you are practicing assertiveness, do not think of your current situation or current organization. Okay, do not think of the consequences, because if you accept wrong today, you will keep accepting it forever in your life. Analyze it, say yes or say no, whatever is required. Yeah, next slide, please, ma'am. So this is the scale of assertiveness. So the passive, assertive, and aggressive, the three pictures which we saw in our third slide, was also in line with this scale. When you become passive, that you are ready to accept, you do not pay much importance to whatever is happening around you. You do not feel that if something is not happening right with me, that is also not happening right with someone else. It's okay. I do not. That is not the problem. I'll carry on. You are becoming passive. That doesn't impact you. That is not. You are being bothered. There are inconveniences, but you accept it, and you just pass your days. I would rather put it like that. You just pass your days, you just keep on moving. Let's do it. How long I have to do it? That attitude again is very, very fatal. How long you do it in organization A, and this how long I'll do it, let it be. This or this will keep continuing in your second organization, third organization, and by the end of your working life, career. Okay, retirement. So passiveness is not acceptable, not in this era. People now, or the organizations, they want people, those who are participative, those who can take proactive, those who have proactive approach, those who can take responsibilities by themselves, not when it is put on them. Okay, so passive people will never come forward. So it is not appreciated. Even if you come in the organization and you do not practice respected degree of assertiveness, you will not it will become very, very difficult for you to climb up the ladder of success. So passive says that okay, you win. Okay, it's okay. I'm losing, no problem. I have no problem. I have no demands. I have no questions. I have no queries. I do not want anything. I am accepting the situation. You win. So that is the passive scale, passive part, the most negative part. Now let's talk about the aggressive part. So at times when we do not have this positive attitude and our body language is not supporting what our mind is thinking, then it is called the aggressive part. When also we are focusing or are forcing our beliefs, our values, and our understanding, the concept on others. Okay, no, it is my thing. No, it should be done this way. The lat has to be put today. It has to be put right away. Why it was not there since the gate was arranged? So that is aggressive. That will not lead to solution. Full stop. Aggressive attitude will not lead to solution. It is very, very difficult to practice to not jump to aggressive. See, the line between, or the gap between assertive and aggressive is very, very uh, fragile. Okay, you have to be careful. You have to be careful in assessing the situation and your stand when you speak about something, uh, that your body language, your belief, and your things should not jump from assertive to aggressive. So when you are aggressive, it is only you are winning, because you are not letting other people speak. You are not letting other people come up with their viewpoint. You're not listening to them. You are just saying, no, 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 this will happen. This has to happen. Okay, I believe so, and I'm saying so. This will happen. You're forcing your belief system. You're forcing your understanding, because you understood, you perceived the situation by your own beliefs and understanding. You're closed. You're not listening. You're not open. You're not open to criticism. You're not having a positive attitude. People are not courageous enough, or they just do not bother to come up and speak with you because they do not want to get into a problem. So this kind of personality trait, if you're bearing, if you're having, and then that obviously will lead to aggressive attitude. Aggressive attitude will make you a winner, only you a winner, which will again will not take you far in terms of growth and success. So the middle path obviously becomes assertive, wherein there is a win-win situation for all of us. If we are in workplace, then a win-win situation for our management, for us, for people around us, for colleagues, for our juniors, our seniors, everyone. There is a win-win situation, not now, but in the times to come. Okay. So as you all know, things doesn't happen. The result we are expecting will not happen exactly same day and exactly in the same manner, but it is decided, it is defined to bring in the desired change. Okay. So there has to be a win-win situation. Assertiveness is the concept which will help you bring in a situation which is more compassionate, a situation which is more solution oriented, a situation which is more which will bring in a very positive change in the organization, make your workplace and your relationships with your colleagues and your juniors happy, and you will look forward to go to your work and or to your personal life and just uh, go ahead with the daily task. So this is how assertiveness, scale of assertiveness is defined, and this is how it works. Next slide, please. Now. So there is a test of assertiveness. What I can do right now, I will again try to share the screen. These are just set of 15 questions. It is a very self-explanatory test. Okay, it is rather you can just you have to answer or think about the answer of those questions. And so first question says that, am I comfortable in meeting new people in social situations? Am I comfortable in meeting new people in social situations, in social circumstances or setup? Am I comfortable in meeting new people in social situations? First. Second question says, am I able to say no without feeling guilty or anxious? Am I able to say no without feeling guilty or anxious? You have to just write yes or no. And you have to be prompt. You cannot be interpreting and judging your own self while answering the questions. Am I able to say no without feeling guilty or anxious? Third question says that, can I express strong feelings such as anger, frustration, and disappointment? The third question says that, can I express strong feelings such as anger, frustration, and disappointment? Am I free within? Or can I express these feelings? Fourth question, can I easily request help and information from others? Can I easily request help and information from others?
Excuse me, ma'am, sorry to disturb you. Do we have to write the responses in the chat box or in our note only?
You can have it in your notebooks, ma'am. You can just grab a pen, paper and do it. Chat box is not required because the analysis will not be possible.
Thank you.
Here.
Sorry to disturb.
No problem, ma'am. Please, no problem. Thank you for raising that question. Yeah, this is all, you are answering to your own self. So just keep it to yourself. Shall I go ahead and the fifth question? Yeah. Fifth question says that, am I capable of learning new things and performing new tasks? Am I capable of learning new things and performing new tasks? Am I capable? Okay. Sixth question says, am I able to acknowledge and take responsibilities of my own mistakes? Am I able to acknowledge and take responsibilities of my own mistakes? 7. Sorry? Second, what's the second question? I think your voice, the volume is very low. I'm not able to figure out what you're saying.
Ma'am, are we supposed to write the question also?
No, not at all. Since this was a very short video, which I would have played with every question having at least 10 seconds of time duration for you people to read it out.
We need to just write yes.
This is your own, you're analyzing your own self. You have to just write the answer. Okay. And maybe I can share this set of questions with Shalini ma'am, and you can all get it through email, so that if you want, you can again revisit your questions and answers.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So the seventh question says that, can I discuss my beliefs without judging those who don't agree with me? Can I discuss my beliefs without judging, without worrying about what people will think, that who will not agree with me, those who don't agree with me, what he will think, that kind of
Can you
question.
repeat, ma'am? Can you repeat, please?
Sure, sure. Can I discuss my beliefs without judging those who don't agree with me?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Now the eighth question, am I able to display my honest opinion to the people even if they don't agree? Am I able to display my honest opinion to people even if they don't agree? Okay. Now, ninth question, do I tell others when their behavior is not acceptable to me? Am I vocal? Do I express? So, do I tell others when their behavior is not acceptable to me? 10th question, can I speak confidently in group situations? Can I speak confidently in group situations? 11th, do I believe that my needs are as important as those of others and should be considered? Do I believe that my needs are as important as that of others and should be considered? 12th question, can I assert my beliefs even if the majority disagrees with me? Or can I put forward my statements even if the majority disagrees with me? Can I express anger? 13th question, can I express anger or disappointment without blaming others? It's a catch in here. Can I express anger or disappointment without blaming others? 14th question, am I comfortable delegating tasks to others? Am I comfortable delegating tasks to others? The last question, 15th question, do I value my own experience and wisdom? Do I value my own experience and wisdom? Answers done?
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Can you please repeat question, please?
last question, ma'am?
Sixth question, ma'am. Number 6.
Okay, okay. Just a second, please. So the sixth question was, am I able to acknowledge and take responsibility of my own mistakes?
Of my own
Mistakes.
mistakes. Okay. Thank you.
So now you all might have your yeses and your no's with you. Now the number of yes will define that how assertive you are. More the yes, more effectively assertive you are. So keep that score with yourself. I will share the set of questions with Shalini ma'am and you will get them and you can revisit them. You can also use those questions to help others practice assertiveness and reveal that or find or discover within themselves that what actually or how actually they are in terms of their personality trait and work environment. Do they practice assertiveness or not? So I think we shall quickly move. Do we need to take a break of 2 minutes or so? Okay. So I think we can just take quick break of 2-3 minutes. Okay, and be back.
Yes,
and we can start with our the confidence part. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, good kids. So confidence, it is very easily and very confidently understood concept. We all talk about confidence. We all have confidence, and we also, teach people and tell people to be confident. But confidence, what? We obviously, in general understanding, confidence is about self-confidence, and that is what which matters. But confidence in totality is also referred to your confidence in someone, in confidence in a given situation, confidence in an organization, confidence in a setup, confidence in a idea, concept, or anything which will, give shape to your expectations in a positive manner or the expected manner. So that is confidence. If we see the definition wise, ma'am, if you can just scroll down. Is confidence, when we exactly talk about confidence, feeling sure about yourself and your abilities, knowing that you have the capability, you can do it. Having the capability will not make you confident. Knowing about that you have the capability, there is a slight word, a small word, but a big difference. Just having the capabilities, like Lord Hanuman had all the powers, but he did not know that he had all the powers. It's Sri Ram who came to him, and when he met him, it was revealed that he came to know about his powers. So similarly, you have to ask yourselves, you have to analyze, and you have to come out with a answer of the question that what all capabilities you have. Okay, so knowing yourself, your true self, your capabilities and your beliefs and your abilities, that you can do such work, you can show confidence in that idea. For example, if you have maybe an entrepreneur a system for students in your organization, in your institutes, then if a student comes up with one idea that, ma'am, I can generate one attendance system which can be easily, which can easily find out that the employee is actually logging in from his workplace and at home, or he's just fooling around by just logging in and doing some other work. Obviously, the sincerity and the discipline has to be kept under control, even if you're working from home. So you have to appreciate that idea. You should know your capabilities, that if something wrong happens in the idea, you are able to support it, you are able to take charge of that idea. So this is how this example will try to make you understand that how your capabilities and your sureties and your beliefs and your self understanding helps you put in confidence in others, in situations, and also in yourself. So this is what exactly confidence is. Yes, ma'am. So when we talk about confidence, in a broader sense, we have three types of confidence: low self-confidence, optimal self-confidence, and overconfidence. Very common examples, but very effective. I have rather heard it, and I have been using it in almost all my discussions when it comes to discussion about confidence. Low self-confidence, not knowing capabilities. Everybody has capabilities. I completely believe in it. There is no person in this universe that he or she is lacking a capabilities to stand for herself or himself whenever the situation arises. So everyone has it, but not knowing your capabilities, not addressing your capabilities, not accepting your capabilities, having fear, uh, just not letting it happen, just stopping it and just covering everything within your mind and just moving forward. Let it be. I don't want to get into it, and I cannot do it. Maybe I have the capability, but I do not have the guts. So this results in low self-confidence. Now let's come and discuss overconfidence. Low confidence, if we put in simple words, I cannot do it. Oh no, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Overconfidence, I can only do it. Only I will do it. Only it is I who can do it. Only I who knows that what is the idea behind this and how the concept works, how this technology works. I can do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't need anybody's help. For example, some new machinery has come up, and the manager, the top manager, is quite overconfident leader, and he says, "Oh, I know. I don't need my juniors to help me run the module. Okay, I can give the test by myself. I can run the test drive or test module by myself. I'll do it. I know. Okay, you go take back seat." And when the actual situation comes and when he has to actually do it, he is not able to do it because he has not developed it. Okay, the idea he has supported, he understands the concept, but he has not developed it. So if some problem or some bug arises, some technical issue arises, he will not be able to address it. So overconfidence that I can only do it and I will only do it will not result you anywhere. Okay, will result you only in disguise, failure, and misunderstandings and negativities. So overconfidence is also not good. Optimal self-confidence is something which is appreciated, which one should wear every day, which one should practice every day. Optimal self-confidence means obviously striking a balance between just undermining your, not just undermining your capabilities, do not undermine them, accept them, elevate them, and put your, arrogance, put your the abundance of knowledge under control. Okay, and then only you can practice self confidence. So very thin line between overconfidence and self confidence, but the only thing which you have to put under control is your flow of put a tap on the flow of knowledge and flow of information, the abundance of knowledge, information, and experience you have. You have to just put a small slight tab on that, and then you can have this optimal confidence. Be firm, be polite, and practice your confidence. So that is how we can go ahead with practicing optimal self-confidence. Next slide, ma'am. So what results in confidence? We will quickly again, this was a video, but I will quickly read those pillars. Very simple, very easy. If you want, you can note it down. I will also share this thing with Shalini ma'am, and then you can get it. I will quickly read that out for you. Okay, so the 12 pillars of lasting self-confidence. If you want, you can note it down. Be more self-aware. As I told you that you have to be knowing what all capabilities you have. So be more self-aware. Pay attention to the way you think, feel, and act. Okay, so be more self-aware. Pay attention to the way you think, feel, and act. Now get to know yourself. Get to know more about yourself. You are becoming self-aware about the things within you, around you. Now, the second one is to get to know more about yourself. Acknowledge your values and beliefs, strengths, and be comfortable in who you truly are. Do not think that I want to become like that, okay, or that person. Oh God, he's doing so great. He has this kind of attitude. He wears such kind of clothes. I will become like him or her, and then I will also become confident and successful. No, that will never happen. Trust me, I'm sorry, but copying others, getting inspiration from others is different, but actually and completely copying others is completely different. So know yourself, know your belief systems, be comfortable in your own skin, do what you can comfortably do, wear what you can comfortably carry, okay, where you can comfortably present yourself. Now the third one is be willing to feel your emotions. Understand the positive intention of every kind of emotion. Address your emotions. Even if you're angry, anger is a negative emotion, but anger helps you find out, it shapes you. It's like cutting a diamond. Okay. So when the diamond is given a shape, or if it is given a shine, it has to be, put under lot of pressure of the tools. So the tools which are hitting the diamond, okay, are not creating some pleasure experience for diamond. It is definitely pain. If diamond was a living being, it could bleed, okay, but or it could scream out of pain. But then the shape, that strike can be painful, but the diamond which will come out will be very, very shiny and very expensive. So be willing to feel your emotions, address your emotions, feel them. Okay, do not let it pass, do not suppress it. Understand the positive intention. Now, even if you're angry, understand, try to go back few seconds, few minutes, few hours back and find out that why you're angry. What is the reason that which is causing your or elevating your anger? Just find it out first and then decide that is it valid to carry on this emotion or not. Now, the fourth pillar is realize that no one is better than you. Now, again, at this point, might when I'm saying it might come out as, oh, this will reflect arrogance. No, this will not reflect arrogance. Neither it will reflect selfishness. But realize that no one is better than you will help you gather courage and guts that what you are doing, what you are having, what you can do, no other person can do. This is what this statement means. Okay, if you are doing it, only you understand, you can only do it. You can do. If I am riding a bicycle, if I am into mountain bicycling, that then I cannot tell the other person who are into aerodrome cycling that that person is good, or I cannot tell, or I cannot be like that this is not how it is done. I have to be sure about my skills. I have to be sure about how I have to explain things. Only because if I am telling him or her that see, mountain biking has such challenges, mountain bicycle has such challenges, you need such capabilities, you need such amount of strength, then I have to be confident because I am better than that person at this given situation in this given point in time, because I know mountain biking better than the person who is riding in a stadium, right? So realize that no one is better than you. You are amazing just because you are you, because I am I can be better than other mountain biker also because I am practicing and I am competing with myself. I am improving my own worth day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. So now the another pillar is be authentic, 100% yourself, true to yourself. As I said, that true to your own self, be in your own skin, feel comfortable the way you are, improve yourself in your own manner and with your own understanding. Gather information from everywhere, learn from everywhere, get inspired from each and one around you, but act according to your own capabilities, enhance your capabilities and go ahead. See, now, being authentic, you can get zero competition. If you are you, there will be no competition. There will be no fear. So look at your accomplishments, what you have achieved in your life. Count your blessings, count your success. Always think, never think that what you are not getting is not the, result, or is not the declaration that you're not confident, you're not successful. Okay, so you have to have a belief with whatever has happened with you, with whatever is happening with you, whatever things and positions and qualities you have is good and will help you improve. So now take action anyway. You will be okay no matter what. So this is how confidence develops. You have to learn to take action. Be empathetic. 24/7, everyone is trying to have their needs met. You have to be empathetic. You have a lot of problems, but people around you, they also have problems. You have to understand their problems. You have to address their grievances. You have to, meet their expectations by understanding them and being empathetic to them. Accept yourself. The another pillar is accept yourself, and then another pillar is take care of yourself. It is very, very, very important. If you want to feel, if you want to be confident, it is very important to take good care of yourself. You have to look into your nutrition. You have to look into your physical activities you put in to keep your body fit, nutrition to keep your internal organs fit, to keep your brain fit. You have to meditate. You have to take the ample amount of sleep. If you're not good, if you're not active, if you're not feeling good for about yourself, if you're not taking good care of yourself, you cannot practice confidence. Okay. Now practice this skill. Practicing self-confidence or practicing confidence in someone, just hold on, just practice it and it will improve. Self-confidence heroes. Now read books and discuss about others, those who you believe that they are epitome or they have actually shown exceptional self-confidence, degree of self-confidence. So you have to get into such kind of discussions, read more about such people. You will, while reading, it's not about reading about their traits. You will come across the challenges they have faced in their life. Okay, so this will help you generate and develop confidence within you. Quickly, we will go to the another slides. We will quickly cover it. Confidence training. Training is simple. Training is something which you do in a repetitive manner, in a given schedule with discipline to get a desired result. Okay. Next slide, ma'am. Very simple. What you have to do is to be confident or generate and to hone your confidence, enhance your confidence, is to visualize the way you want to see yourself. Just do not budge. Okay, just focus that if I want, say, for example, I want to travel across the world on a bicycle, then I have to visualize, keep on visualizing that this is happening. I went to that country and I had this kind of happy experiences. I went to this country, these challenges I faced, and so on and so forth. So you have to visualize whatever your dream is, whatever you want to become, keep visualizing it. This will help to generate confidence, self-belief, and guts and courage you need to show confidence. Okay, so this is what next. Practice daily affirmation. It becomes very, very important to practice daily affirmation. And it becomes very, very easy also to not practice, to not able to practice daily affirmation. So discipline. So the hidden point here is that you have to be disciplined. Punctuality here is not the question. Discipline. Do what in whatever time you can find in the entire 24 hours, but practice your affirmation. Morning hour is said to be the best time to practice your affirmation, because if you start your day with the positive thoughts and affirmations and beliefs, then your entire day will lead to great experience throughout. Second, next. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Many people, we have lot of fears, but if we feel it and we give it a shot, our confidence will boost. You might have seen it in your life, in your workplace, in your family life, in a small setup or in a big scenario you might have experienced. So never ever move out of this situation because you fear that this will not happen, I cannot do it, I'm not confident about it. Just do it, then you will become confident about it. Okay, learn things, understand things, feel the fear and do it. You have to believe that you have to, only you can. Yes, next please. So question yourself, obviously introspect. You have to question yourself in a given situation. You just cannot go out and say yes, I'm confident, I can do it. You have to sit back. The day went good, there were a lot of challenges, there were a lot of successes, there were a lot of conflicts. Come back, sit, introspect, generate feelings which will help you grow, not which will help you pull or push you down with the negative emotions, but which will help you grow. So generate those feelings, that can come only with introspection. And with positive introspection, the introspection which will result in a balanced outcome of beliefs and values and social system, you will be confident. Next. Remove I can't from your life. You have to. There is no way out. As there in assertiveness, we learned that we have to learn to say no. Here we have to just remove I cannot. See, you have to remove this word. Yeah, I cannot do it. You have to give it a try. I'm not saying that if it is not possible at this particular point in time, or you are told that you cannot use this phrase I can't, you have to do it. No, you have to assess the situation, analyze it, and then use it. I cannot, if you have to say I cannot, if the situation demands that you have to say that, yeah, see, sir, ma'am, I really cannot, support it with a supporting statement. Give it a statement, give it a reason why you cannot, give it a valid structure. Okay, so that the other person accepts your bravery, your courage, and your confidence the way you want it to be accepted. But otherwise, never say that I cannot. Believe that you can and you will do it. Next, please. Help others, karma pays. If you help others, you will grow multiple times. If you are helping others to develop confidence, to be confident, to face the situation, you are creating multiple times of confidence and courage in yourself. So that if you help one person, that one person will help so many other people, and you are able to share your positive courage, your positive energy, and your aura to people all around the world. So it will reflect back. You give positive, you get positive. Sorry, next. And always remember, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice. So as I said that if you you believe that you can do it, then you can do it. There is no other yes or no doubt in it. So you have to be confident. And when you see that how you can be confident, when you see that the situation can handled only by you, or only by you here means that you can handle the situation. There is no other way out. You have to do it. You have to jump from the cliff in terms of bungee jumping. Okay, if that is your fear, the height is my fear, you go for a bungee jump. Okay, you take that cliffhanger adventure. So you have to do it, only you can do it. There is no other way out. So this is how it works. Now, when we talk about, quickly we will come with the relation. I have many people ask me the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence, but I would rather say I do not see, in theoretical world, we have a lot of differences put in one-to-one, but I see as a relationship between the self-esteem and self-confidence. So self-esteem gives birth to self-confidence, and self-confidence beholds self-esteem. This is what I believe, and after a lot of introspection, reading a lot of books, discussing with a lot of people, I have come up with this belief of mine. Might not be acceptable by many and might be appreciated by a lot of you, but there is a strong relationship between self-esteem and self-confidence. So if you understand your value, if you value yourself, if you understand your worth, then only you will feel confident about yourself and the situation. And when you feel confident about the situation, you will be appreciated by the people, and you will get positive feedback that will again boost your self-esteem, that will again act as a fuel to enhance your self-esteem, and the cycle goes on. So there is a very, very strong relation between these two terms. Next.